nigga was
Uh-huh.
good what you want. Getting out the mud, going to sleep in the car and shit. Nah, I could have got an apartment. I just ain't want. Like I want a specific one, so I was saving up for that shit.
Oh, what's up, man? Hold up.
Nigga going off. Let's go, man. This gonna be an easy series, man. We gonna sweep these niggas. I tried for you. Jodeci cried for you. Like controller, controller. Hey, yo, Smoke. That's wet. Oh. I tried for you. Like controller, controller. Like controller, controller. You nasty. saying we don't get paid. If this storm, we don't get paid. Unless you got, I think you got to use vacation day. Yeah. Oh, yeah, working. White people don't be caring when they celebrities die. I just saw. Huh? They don't say nothing about they people dying, boy. Only one I don't see them care about is them. Huh? I just seen some person kind of parody that called "Hit the Nigger Beat." Well, interracial is becoming common, and they got to predict. I think about 2050. Um, I was doing about what? timeline on SmackDown? Yeah. Huh? Huh? I said, I thought so. No, that's the typical price.
So it's the Pelicans now, trailing by 4. Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well. Pass to Rogers. No good. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Evans goes in. The kick out to Young. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Brink with it. Evans picks him up. Denver with the screen. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Free dishes to Clarkson. That's good. Clarkson's got his first points in this one. They time it right thinking in this quarter with a 2 goal. And that's how to end the quarter. Looks against Gordon. Puts it up from 15. Young with no one around. They get it back. Stolen by Brooks. And even 3-on-3 break. On the corner. Rogers can't make the basket. Evans with it. Pulls it from the elbow.
Really, niggas?
Tracy.
NBA is your list, and then omit somebody I mean, to me, it's blasphemy that he wouldn't be on the list. But I want you to let the world know what your list is of the top 5 players in the NBA. My top. Yes, sir. My top. Your top. Steven, this is an emotional choice. Analytics associated with it. And
40 years, the last 50 years are not a part of it. Because I made this decision when I was a teenager.
Oh. Okay.
So I was 14, 15, and this is what I saw. And I saw Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor.
Speak up so they can hear you.
Elgin Baylor, who is my favorite, Oscar Robertson, and Jerry West. That became my top five as a teenager. And they have remained my top five. So even as good as the great ones are, they got to be on the second team. They got to be on the third team. That's my first
Dr.
team.
J, Doc Julius Irvin, we evolve. We grow. We see more evidence. We expand our horizons. I mean, first of all, I personally am sick and tired of seeing an NBA silhouette in the form of Jerry West. I believe it should be in the form of MJ, Michael Jordan. 6 rings, 6 tries, unblemished in an NBA Finals. Never even allowed the Finals to get to Game 7. So to me, I start off there, and you got Chamberlain and Russell. Doesn't it have to be one of them?
No, it doesn't have to be one of them.
My top 5.
This is an emotional choice. Can I like what I like?
You can do
if
that.
I like
You
apples
can.
and you like oranges, have an orange.
But again, he's qualified this by saying these were his 5 favorite players when he was a teenager, correct? I mean,
They were the 5 best in the game. You know, when top 5 discussions come up, Mount Rushmore comes up, or whatever, I just step aside because I kind of eliminate myself from being an expert at this. You guys are experts.
Well, I think you are the expert.
So do I.
You are the doctor. Okay, so give
But
us.
I'm going to be prejudiced.
Okay, forget about your favorite players and give us your Mount Rushmore. And feel free to put the doctor on there.
I try to stay out of that.
You don't want to? Okay.
I think there are 2 players who were completely unique in basketball history. Pete Maravich.
He was. I agree.
President Kobe. Okay, and
All right,
much had to do
that's
with
fair.
the route in which
Yeah.
I took, which was leaving school early, 2 years in Virginia, 3 years in Long Island, going back to the hometown. And it's a good thing to do, going back to your hometown.
Right.
You know, because you can make a difference in your community.
Right.
And the 3 years with the Nets, a couple of championships there, and with the economic, private-public partnerships that we've done in Long Island continuously since that time, you know, going back home was great. So I definitely empathize with Ron.
Yeah, that's what we're going to take you there. Yeah. What do you think
Can
about
totally
that?
relate to it.
Yeah.
Not the first time it's happened. A lot of guys are going back home.
Okay.
So it's not the first time, but it's the biggest story because social media, the fact that, you know, the times in which we live. I mean, everybody's business is in the street.
Yes.
So,
What do you feel?
Let me ask, before we leave this behind, just give us your perspective, so that I don't think that the doctor needs a doctor on this, okay? On Michael Jordan, just your view of Michael's career. Just put it in some wide-ranging perspective from your eyes.
Michael probably won't replace Bill Russell as the greatest champion because nobody's going to do that. He won 11. Sam won 10. You know, Sat Sanders won 8. John Havlicek won 8. So every time they throw the ring conversation out there, why do you leave these guys out? You know, how can you not acknowledge 11 out of 13 championships? Okay, so is it modern era versus the initial era of basketball or the second era of basketball? I think even Mike had, you know, a number of championships. So Michael caught it at the right time, and sort of the greatest is like Ali. You know, I've declared such certain things, and I validated. And what he did against the guys who he did it against, you know, that was probably the most competitive era in the history of basketball. Much more competitive than present. And maybe during Russell's time when it was 8 teams. And then, I mean, when I came into pro basketball, there were 14 NBA teams. And there were 9 ABA teams. So now there's 30. Should be more competitive, but the actuality is it's probably more diluted. So different eras create different scenarios in people's minds, but fact is fact. So don't say Michael's the greatest because of 6 rings, or Robert Horry is the greatest because of 7 rings. Don't make that the only criteria.
Okay, what if you forget about the rings? Who's the greatest player?
I go back to my favorites once again. I got 2 favorites. Want to know?
Yes.
Who would I pay to see?
Yeah.
Tiny Archibald, George Gervin.
Okay. Ooh, the Iceman.
That's it. I'll go in my pocket, shell out dough to see those guys play.
What are you here for?
Disrespecting people.
Disrespecting people? Why?
Because I feel like.
Because you feel like it, because you think you're big and bad. You're gonna come, you're gonna disrespect me, it's not gonna work.
You're
You're not gonna disrespect any of us.
Do you think you're gonna disrespect us? Get your hands out your pockets. Get your hands out your pockets.
My name is Bobby. I'm 15 and I've been arrested for trespassing and I smoke weed. I'm trying to buy some weed. I smoke marijuana sometimes. Well, I haven't smoked in like 3 hours.
He comes home high, like almost every day. Why are you doing that?
Doing what?
You smoke weed.
Not like I'm letting it ruin my life. Personally, for me, I don't think it should be good.
The train station is a hangout for all the teenagers. He got arrested from the train station for trespassing.
The officer handcuffed me and took me to the police station. When they took my shoes, I was like, oh my gosh. Sneakers are like, I love them so much.
I'm afraid that if he doesn't straighten up now, he's gonna end up either dead or in jail.
I'm not afraid to go through this jail program. But when someone gets in my face, I get really upset because I don't like anyone in my face at all.
What's the problem?
Nothing.
Your mother's at home with you?
Yeah.
Is this, excuse me?
Yeah.
Let's try yes. Is your mother home with you?
Yes.
Okay. And is that how you treat her?
No.
Okay. Don't give it to me. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Thumbs up.
And I don't want to hear anything, nothing.
Guys get used to us. This is life in jail. This is the way we handcuff anybody that comes into our facility. The way we come from is commonly known as a pencil cuff. You're really trying to turn your wrist, that's why it's hurting you. Don't try to turn it, you'll be fine. They are cuffed to another individual that they really don't know. So it makes it very difficult for them and very uncomfortable. This is exactly how we would transport any other one of the inmates.
Open this door right here. Stand up there like you tough, man. Back your ass up, man. Back up, man.
I was ready to huh?
You tough, dog? Man, you ain't tough at all.
You ain't.
You tough, dog?
Like you. I ain't getting nothing on it.
You ain't tough, nigga. You ain't tough. You ain't tough, nigga. You got it now.
The camera's in. I already. I want to see you try to take my shoes. I'm doing it different, man. I'm doing it different, man. Okay, go. What's up? What's up? What's up? Nah. Okay, go. What's up? You ain't nobody. You ain't nobody. Nobody. What's up?
Hey everyone, this is Trent Crave, and in today's video we're going through the top 5 most badass kids who turn into crybabies on Beyond Scared Straight. If you don't know what Beyond Scared Straight is, it's a TV show on A&E. It essentially consists of your basic misbehaved children, and by misbehave, I mean just your average children who maybe pull a knife or two on their moms and do a little bit of fucking cocaine. The parents of these delinquents decide that they don't want to deal with this shit anymore, and they throw the kids into this program where they go into prison for fucking God knows how long until they crack. They just basically yell at the kids nonstop. That includes both the guards and the prisoners, and they just do this until the kids crack and have a mental breakthrough and reflect upon how their life is going to turn out if they continue down this path and decide that they don't want to keep on doing this anymore because it's going to hurt their future. It's just that bullshit. And then they go home and everything's all better and there's no more problems at home. They get their chicken tendies regularly because they're good boys and they get their good boy points to trade in for those chicken tendies, and it's all just a great big shebang afterwards. Now that my minute-long intro bullshit's over with, I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer because I know those attention spans of yours, they definitely aren't too big, but let's get straight into number 4. Did I said number fucking 4. I meant to say number 5. This is just one of those problems. You guys don't understand my struggle of being a top 5 or top 10 channel. It's a hard life, and I hope you understand that I'm being fucking sarcastic. But let's go ahead and get into number 5. So this one is featuring Elijah, who's 14, and he's in this program because of drugs and curfew violations. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Elijah isn't necessarily the most badass kid on this list. I actually have to say he's probably the softest kid on this list. He's more just in here because I thought his shit was really, really fucking funny. But let's go ahead and meet Elijah. I'm really curious about what his fears are.
If I was a prisoner, the hardest part would probably be the other people wanting pleasure, because I don't want that.
So I think Elijah's a very interesting guy, and I definitely don't think that he's going to get made fun of for anything that involves what he suggested in the last clip. That certainly wouldn't be something that a bunch of prisoners in a prison who are trying to scare a little 14-year-old boy would do. I mean, certainly, that's just crossing the line. Now, once again, I do have to clarify that my opinion is not actually what I just stated. That's called sarcasm. I do have to clarify this whole sarcasm thing basically every single fucking video because really, like, about 90% of you seem to not understand it. I continue to
Put your hands down. You go off and fist like that again, I swear to God, boy, if I get hit because of you, everybody in here is gonna get tased.
I thought that all the inmates were just gonna like me and just be friends with me, but it was the total opposite.
The ending of that one, honestly, it had me dead. It was probably my favorite part of the whole thing. But let's move on to number 4. With this one, we have Ethan, who's 13, and he is doing this whole program because he was fighting and he was stealing some stuff. And I was really thinking about doing a whole little joke about the camouflage sweatshirt that he was wearing, but I honestly, if I made that, I'd be kind of disappointed in myself because it's such a fucking stale joke at this point. Fun fact, by the way, Ethan's brother actually went into the program like a year or two before Ethan is going through it right now. At least that's what his parents and grandparents say. At least that's what I think they said, because I generally can't understand a single fucking word they're saying the entire time. You'll see what I mean by that, but Ethan, he doesn't think he's going to be swayed like his brother was, because his brother, it kind of changed him. It turned him into a better kid. Ethan doesn't think that's going to happen for him, but let's be honest here. The video is called Badasses Turned into Crybabies, so I think we know what's going to happen here.
Bills that gets in my pocketbook.
It was always there. If in my mom's pocketbook, bill stuff out of it. You can't help it. He won't listen to nothing you say.
My eldest son, look, he went through this program about 2 years ago.
Oh, you can't speak up! Why you smirking? You speak up!
Did you smirk because you think I'm funny? Did you smirk because you think I'm a jackass? Did you smirk because you don't have any kind of respect for any kind of authority in your life?
You are a dirtbag piece of
How the hell are you gonna steal from an old woman? Go ahead, pop, you little lies. Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Hey, little pretty boy, like you for a ride, boy. What you did that food, what?
Well, I don't want to do the jail tools because now I'm not getting in trouble. I'm not lying. I'm not stealing. I ain't doing nothing. I should listen to my brother.
Moving on to number 3, we have Carter, who's 13, and he was caught stealing, and he's also doing some pyromania shit. Jesus. That basically means that he likes setting stuff on fire, so he's basically the Peacock, you know, the enemy guy from Kung Fu Panda 2. If I got a penny for every time I pulled a cringy joke out of my ass, I'd be one rich motherfucker, to be honest with you. But Carter here, he thinks that he is one tough kiddo. That's another penny right there. He was kind of influenced by his brother. He used to be a good kid, apparently, but, oh, newsflash, his brother is going to be later on in this list. He's going to be on it as well. But when he goes into the prison, they kind of focus more around, like, how he disrespects his mother. So that's kind of what they do. They just really focus on that and hammer him down on that until he eventually breaks and basically cries to his mom to have him taken out of the prison. And she's just like, sorry, bye, baby.
I'm not nervous about going to jail because I've seen the show. It seems fake to me.
Baller. Oh, you got that through right there? Oh, what's wrong with you? Get that mug off your face. You ain't no bad ass. Which one are you? Get that mug off your face. You in here with some bad ass now. Come on. You think you bad. You ain't bad.
What do you got to say?
I'm sorry for everything I've done. Why should we let you come home? I learned what I live. How do we know that? You told us that before.
I've heard this story 2 or 3 times. You're going to have to convince me a little bit better than this. Because, you know, as it stands right now, you're here for the weekend. You know that, right? We've done this because we love you.
Oh, please, do it all the time, please. I gotta go home. I gotta be here. Bye, baby. No.
Next up in the number 2 slot, we have David. And this guy is definitely probably, hands down, one of the most aggressive, I would say, of all the people on this list. He's very verbally aggressive and physically aggressive, and he's definitely a big kid. He's not the type